Got a special one, and welcome to my Pagan Astrology series. Today we will be doing the planet Venus. Not only will we be doing the scientific aspect of Venus, but that as the pagan aspect as well. But let's hop in our spaceship and head to Venus. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your trip to Venus. Not only did we get to see the beautiful outside of Venus, but we also got to dive into its atmosphere as well to see its surface. Anyhow, let's see what the planet Venus actually sounds like from space. To me, Venus has a very high-pitched humming sound for outer space, unlike when we go inside of Venus, which has a lot of like dust sounds or storms, kind of like we heard on the planet Mars. Now let's go over the satellites and probes that have been sent to Venus. There has been officially over 40 some satellites and probes sent to Venus, not including all the other missions to Venus that we have had. But like Mars, I'm not going to list all the satellites and probes that have been on Venus or sent to Venus. Instead, I'm just going to list the most historic ones. Mariner 2 has historic purposes because it was the first successful satellite to enter that of Venus's orbit. Mariner 2 was launched on August 27, 1962, and reached Venus on December 14th of 1962. Venera 7 was a Russian satellite which was launched on August 17, 1970, and reached Venus on December 15, 1970, and was the very first probe to actually successfully reach Venus's surface. Mariner 10 was a U.S. satellite that was launched on November 3rd of 1973 and successfully reached Venus on February 5th, 1974, and was the first satellite to give us close-up photos of the planet Venus. Mariner 9 was a Russian satellite which was launched on June 8th of 1975 and reached Venus on October of 1975. And was the first probe to reach the surface of Venus. Pioneer Venus 1 and 2 were American satellites which were launched together on May 20th, 1978, and reached Venus on December 4th of 1978, and was the first satellites to probe that of the surface of Venus and get successful readings back. Magellan was an American satellite which was launched on May 4th of 1989 and finally reached Venus on August 10th of 1990, and it was the first satellite to give us really good global radar mapping of the planet Venus. Satellite Akashi was launched from Japan on May 20th, 2010 and reached Venus on December 6th of 2010. And is the only satellite still active around Venus. Now, since we have finished up the satellites of Venus and have been to the planet and heard what the planet Venus sounds like from space, now let's take a dive into the scientific aspects of Venus. Venus is 67 million miles from the Sun, or that of 107,826,048 kilometers. The time it takes the Sun to actually reach Venus is 6 minutes. Venus is approximately, on average, 807 degrees Fahrenheit, or that of plus 465 degrees Celsius. Venus is so hot that it can literally melt metal. How long could you survive on Venus without a spacesuit? Well, basically you would be vaporized in that of 1 second. The radius of Venus is 3,760.4 miles, or that of 6,051.8 kilometers. 1 day on Venus is equal to 243 Earth days. 1 year on Venus, however, is equal to 225 Earth days, which makes Venus's days longer than that of its years. Venus's atmosphere is made up of 96% carbon dioxide, 3% nitrogen, and 1% other gases. Venus was discovered by Galileo in the year of 1610. The planet Venus was named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty. Venus is the second planet in our solar system which has no moons. Now, since we have finished the scientific aspect of Venus, let's now move on into the pagan aspect. Venus's sacred day is Friday, which makes it the best day of the week to walk with her on. Venus's zodiac is that of Libra. If you were born between September 23rd and October 22nd, congratulations, you are Libra, and you will probably have a very good connection with Venus. The best element to work with Venus would be that of water. Water can help you with your subconscious, it helps in purification rituals, and it can even help you improve your third eye. The sacred symbol of Venus is that of the female symbol. Now, as I have said in other videos in this series, if you are going to work with Venus, make sure that you have her symbol somewhere around you or on your person to help improve your spells, but also help improve the connection with her. The best Sabbaths to work with Venus would be the Sabbath Astra, which is celebrated between March 20th and March 23rd, and represents that of balance and fertility. Which is celebrated on May 1st to represent the unity of the god and goddess. Lilith, also known as the summer solstice, is held on June 20th to celebrate the blessing of the new coming harvest. The festival of Venus is called, not even going to try to pronounce that word, and is held on April 1st. I never heard of any other Sabbath or festival held on April 1st other than that of Loki. One of the most sacred animals to Venus is that of doves, especially that of love doves. Doves symbolize that of peace, freedom, and love. The sacred stone linked to Venus is that of the diamond. Now, her festival is held on April 1st, and the birthstone for April is that of a diamond. When walking with Venus, make sure that you have at least something white on your altar. Probably I would recommend that of a white cloth or even that of a white candle. White represents that of clean slate, purity, and innocence. You could also use red to represent her. Red represents that of passion, sex, power, and victory. I find Venus to be a very comforting, peaceful, calm, mother-like energy. And also she is able to help you with passion, especially of couples. When I had my boyfriend living here, she was very peaceful to have and helped us out a lot with our relationship. And also, I want to say, no, you do not have to be a female to walk with Venus. Just like you don't have to be a male to walk with Mars. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that I have given you enough information on not only the scientific aspect, but that of the pagan aspect as well. And remember, no one person knows it all. God bless.